What's going on, guys? Sean Paul Egg here, covering tonight's special AEW Battle for the Belts. It was an hour-long show, three pretty good matches, so let's get right into it. And the show started out. We had the whole news going on. Cody Rhodes, was he sick? Was it COVID? What was really going on? We don't know. At least I don't know. But he was replaced with Dustin Rhodes, and this was for the interim TNT title. So it wasn't actually the TNT title, but whoever would win this would have the interim belt and would eventually face Cody. So this was good, had some intrigue to it. Dustin Rhodes, Sammy Guevara, they showed some respect at the beginning of this match. Dustin was kind of in control even, and Sammy took over, cockiness, laying on the ropes like Shawn Michaels, all this stuff. And then eventually, it started to pick up. Dustin got pissed. They went to the outside, big pile driver. He thought, I'll win this belt since it's nobody's champion. I can win it with a count out, but Sammy got back in. Fuego came out from under the ring. He pulled the table out. Arn was like, I'll pull a Glock out. So he ran away. And, then eventually he did a Canadian destroyer through the table. That was awesome. He put Sammy Guevara through the table, but he kicked out. So then he tried to hit three crossroads, but Guevara, he stopped him. Big, thrust kick. Dustin hit one of his own. Then, they were roll up back and forth. And eventually Sammy, he hooked him deep. 1, 2, 3. Sammy Guevara wins. And this match was great. About 20 minutes. And it didn't feel like it. It ate up a good portion of the show. That's what you wanted it to do. And this was the best match of the night. Then afterwards, Daniel Garcia, he kind of attacks Guevara. And that sets up for when Guevara, he's interviewed then backstage with Tony Schiavone. And he said, this belt's all been about opportunity. So you want your match, then you're going to have it this Wednesday on Dynamite. So we're going to see that match. And Guevara is probably going to retain. I don't know why he's defending an interim. He should kind of wait till Cody, but I guess it is what it is. Then Garcia could go after Cody. Who knows? But it was a good opening match regardless. Then we see the FTW championship. Matt Sydal is going against the champion, Ricky Starks. He's accompanied by Hobbs. And this was good. The only thing here, like I said, nobody, what we've been saying, nobody cares about Matt Sydal, the way they presented him. And the FTW belt is a made-up belt. They say it on commentary. It's not a recognized belt. It's Taz who made it up. So really, how can you get into it? How can you feel like this is a legit match? Well, these guys put on their best show. They're both super talented, super athletic, the knee strikes, everything. These guys have such good offense. It complements each other. And just, everything they do, it looks great. They can do the pretty high flying stuff and it looks good because they're also good grounded wrestlers. But eventually, it is a big spear from Ricky Starks. He hits the Rochambeau. 1, 2, 3. He wins. He retains the FTW championship. After the match, him and Hobbs start getting some heat. And then eventually Lee Moriarty, Daniel Garcia come out to make the save. Big stare down brawl between Garcia and Hobbs, hyping up their match for Wednesday. So good stuff. I like that. Then we get to the main event, Britt Baker, Riho. For the match, we see a video package. Riho's the only person who's Britt has never beaten, trying to get, is she going to beat her? No, we know she's not, but of course they got to try to sell it to you anyway. But this match was all right. Riho is it's hard to get into a match because she's so unbelievable. She's so small and frail. None of her offense looks like it would hurt a fly. I'd rather get punched by Mr. Burns than getting hit by her if I'm trying to, sell a believable match here. But no, this just wasn't good for that fact. But they do have some chemistry. They have wrestled before. Like I said, Britt Baker went against Riho the first time she defended the belt. But the match, it was just hard to follow that first match. But eventually, you saw Reba, Reba and Jamie Hayter. They tried distracting the referee. He, gets yelled at them. Eventually, Britt Baker, she hits a big knee strike. Then she gets in the lockjaw and everything. 1, 2, or not 1, 2, 3. She taps out. But some good offense in between this, though. Riho, she kicks out of a lot. Like I said, if she was actually believable, you would get into this. Britt Baker kind of hit that kind of like a driver, but it was like at the side. She hits him, not like a burning hammer, but something like that. How Adam Cole used to do it, and I forget what his was called. Or Ciampa used to do it, air raid crash kind of deal. But, this was really good match. Just, I wish it was a more credible opponent than Riho, but she eventually, gets the lockjaw, like I said, gets the tap out. So that, monkey is off her back. She's beaten, the one woman she hasn't beat. So now let's see the rematch, Thunder Rosa. But after it, Jamie Hayter gets pissed at Rebel. She wants to be the one to give her the belt. So she gives it to her. They have a big group hug and embrace as I guess AEW, I don't know if you want to call it Dynamite Battle for the Belts, I guess, goes off the air. So it was a pretty good show. They didn't do anything real insulting. The first match was fantastic. Second match was good. Hype up the show again for this week, Wednesday Dynamite. And the main event got, again, Britt Baker crossed Riho off her list. So now we need Thunder Rosa. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. And, of course, don't forget tonight we have also Impact Wrestling Hard to Kill. Check that out with Juan. He'll be covering all that. And make sure that you follow us on all of our social media. Rope Break on Facebook, the OG Rope Break on Twitter, Original Rope Break on Instagram, Twitch, and TikTok. And, of course, right here on YouTube, the home of the #1 podcast in the YouTube wrestling community, the Original Rope Breaks. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.